I don't know about you, but when I come home from work, the first thing I do before I do anything is I put my pajamas on. I believe that pajamas are inside clothes and outdoor clothes do not belong inside. So we have inside shoes, which is slippers, and we have inside clothes, which is pajamas. And I love putting my pajamas on, particularly the Game of Thrones ones that I've got. So you can see a dragon and Khaleesi. It's giving 90s Pammy, maybe 90s Pammy stuck in the rain. It's Friday and I'm just on my way into town to work from the office today. Normally I work from the office Monday, Wednesday and Thursday, so it's Friday, because I'm going to an event at the Dorchester, so super exciting.
Yeah, full day in the office. And that is a nice balance. Thank you. Yeah.
So was this the only hotel in the world? The only venue in the world?
The only hotel in the world. Probably venue actually, where you can get every single loose.
It's probably like what, £100,000 worth of? More of alcohol?
How bad is that?
We're on a family walk, family Sunday walk, and everything is flooded near me, but it's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And little Peanut's decided that he doesn't want to walk and he wants to be going. Whee! So I'm now carrying the dog around on the dog walk. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
It's fine. Does anyone waste drink champagne and it's in a Klowt mug? Yeah.
Is it good? Are you sure? Are you sure? I have never had this before. It's tartufo, pistacchio, gelati. Italiano? Fucking great. So, for those of you that don't know me, I'm hoping this is what I'm going to tell you it is, because if it's not, it's going to be really fucking embarrassing. For those of you that don't know me, I collect like historical artifacts. So I have, a lot of artwork, fossils, I have a megalodon tooth, I have Roman coins. I love history and I find it really, really, really interesting. I buy like a lot of niche stuff on the internet. And one of the niche things that I've just bought is a real letter from Ronnie Cray. And it was written to a journalist by Ronnie in, I think in like here you go, 8th of Jan 1969. And this was the letter that he wrote. And yeah, I just bought this in an auction. So I'm very, very, very excited. I'm gonna frame it. I love shit like this. This is just like such a cool thing. Like a little artifact from London history. And if you don't know who the Cray twins were, then you need to go and watch Legend. They're essentially twin brothers who were gangsters in London. And now I have a little bit of history. For dinner tonight, I'm making a Spanish stew, which is this stupid knife I've got here. And that's because I don't want to dirty another knife. It's like very insightful into the way I think about things. Why would I get a bigger chopping board and a bigger knife and have to wash those things up when I can just use the same knife that I just used to cut the carrot up? So chorizo, garlic, spring onions, because I have IBS and I can't have normal onions, so I use spring onion instead, or chives, Kendall Jenner knife skills, courgette, pepper, carrot in a pan with loads of garlic, tomato, passata, fresh tomatoes if you've got them, but I don't have them at the moment. Fry that all off, spread it all down, crisp up the chorizo, and then you chop up chicken and put it in the pan, get it nice and brown, and then after that you whack it in the oven for like 45 minutes and it comes out absolutely bloody gorgeous. So that is what we're having for dinner with roast potatoes, like mini chipped roast potatoes with like, I'm gonna put some kind of seasoning on them, probably garlic and herb. I'm a big roast potato gal, So yeah, come fucking dine with me. So little top tip, if you get a garlic that's got one of these inside, you need to peel it out, because if you don't, your food will be really, really bitter, okay? Take this guy out. In fact, I've got relatives that actually take out the core of a garlic all the time, just in case it's bitter, so yeah. And the reason I cut it like this is because, again, I have IBS, and if I cut it really small, I will ingest it and make me feel sick. But if I cut it like this, then it's whole and I can pick it out. It's really fucking good. It's one of my favorite dishes. And then I don't know if anyone else gets like obsessed with dishes and like continually cooks them and eats them like over and over and over again until like I fucking hate this, I'm never eating this again. I do that. It's an ADHD trait, and I will literally make the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over until I realize I fucking hate it. I'll never cook it again. But current obsession is this Spanish stew, and I'm watching the new season of Love Is Blind, which normally isn't my thing, but I came across it on TikTok, and now I'm just so hooked and emotionally invested in why this woman told the world that she looks like Megan Fox when she doesn't. If you don't know, go watch it. So, I just woken up. What happened? I've been up for about 45 minutes. It's like 6 a.m. And my daughter last night did not want to go to sleep. And so I shouted at her and I was like, you need to go to sleep. She was like, I don't want to go to sleep. I just noticed that she's made a paper airplane and thrown it down the stairs last night while I was downstairs and she was upstairs being angry. And in the paper airplane it says, I am angry right now.
Volume is very deceiving. There's a lot of people that will get a lot of likes or whatever on whatever platform, but I think those little messages, and they always mean a lot as well when you do get those messages, people going, I really like X content or Y content or whatever. If those messages are coming from the type of people that you're targeting, then you know you're doing the right job.
I posted something the other day and I got a message from one of my friends saying that I am too honest on my LinkedIn post, that I should pare back my honesty because God forbid someone judge me for it. And I told them to fuck off. Actually, no, I didn't tell them to fuck off, but in my head I told them to fuck off. Actually, no, I did tell them to fuck off, but I gave them a hug afterwards. We have that kind of relationship. And the reason why I told them to fuck off was because 99.999% of stuff that's online on social media is fake. It's not real. It is a highlight reel. It is a mirage of what someone wants you to think about them. It's the fake cars, it's the house, it's the private jet they rented for that one photo shoot. And the number one iMessage that I get is, thank you so much for saying what the reality of your life is actually like. Thank you so much for sharing the trials and tribulations of what it's actually like running a business, the failures, the fuck ups, the fucking pain, the absolute hell that you have to go through to scale something, to work through the milestones you need to work through to achieve the extraordinary. And that is why I'm so honest about my life and about the shit that I'm going through and the difficulties in running a business and building a personal brand. It's why I share all of these things online, regardless of whether people think that it's good or not. The reason I share these things is because it relates to other people and that they find resonance in that thing. And that is what building a brand is all about. It's about forming a human connection with people, so you don't gain followers, but you gain friends. And that is so much more powerful than you sharing yet another highlight reel, just like everyone else on social media. The irony of building a personal brand is everyone's doing it because they want to be seen and they want to be understood and they want to be celebrated for who the fuck they are. And yet every single one of you are sharing exactly the same content as everyone else. If you're lucky enough to be different, act like it and be 100% okay with the consequences of being yourself.